Alright guys, welcome back to another closer look of Wave 10. Now, your first thought is, well, Cody Spagoti, you're an idiot. They already announced all of Wave 10. And to that I'd say, no, you're the idiot. Just kidding, I love you. No, we actually got two new ships for Wave 10. They are not from The Force Awakens, they're not from Star Wars Rebels, they're actually from Star Wars Rogue One. Meet the U-Wing and the TIE Striker. First, we will discuss the U-Wing. We'll get into the TIE Striker on Monday, but first, let's take our closer look at the U-Wing. First thing you will notice is its peculiar design. I happen to love it with its wings folded back or its wings pointed forward, which you guys will see at the end of the video. I'm not a Rebel pilot, but I am contemplating purchasing this expansion. Its stat lines are as follows: 3 attack, 1 agility, which, keep in mind, is highly adjustable. I'll get into detail about that more later, but remember that. 4 hull and 4 shield. It can focus and it can target lock. The U-Wing can take a systems upgrade, a torpedo upgrade, and 2 crew. At least the top pilot can also take an elite upgrade slot. And our top pilot with a pilot skill of 6 is Cassian Andor. His ability reads, at the start of the activation phase, you may remove 1 stress token from another friendly ship at range 1 to 2. Keep in mind that's another friendly ship, so not yourself. Regardless, still an amazing ability, and I'm excited to see Cassian Andor fly around. He is 27 points. Next, with a pilot skill of 4, we have Bodhi Rook. All we can see of his pilot ability is when and target. So I'm assuming this will have something to do with target locks. Next, with a pilot skill of 3, we have Lieutenant somebody. If you guys know, please let me know. I cannot make 2 cents out of this guy. I don't know who he is. And lastly, with a pilot skill of 2, Blue Squadron Pilot. Simple. You can have more than one of this guy in a squadron. They're pretty cheap, like the Lambda class shuttle, only this time they're a lot more maneuverable, and we'll see that in a minute. Next, we have our upgrade cards. I'll be discussing the ones that they revealed to us first. So first we have Jyn Erso as a crew slot. She is obviously Rebel only, as with every crew slot in this expansion. And her ability reads, action, choose 1 friendly ship at range 1 to 2. Assign 1 focus token to that ship for each enemy ship inside your firing arc at range 1 to 3. You cannot assign more than 3 tokens in this way. So you choose 1 friendly ship, you can assign it a focus token per enemy ship inside your firing arc at range 1 to 3. So if there's 4 enemy ships inside your firing arc at range 1 to 3, you can assign 3 focus tokens to that ship. Only 3 because that's the limit on the card. Next, we have a crew card for Cassian Andor. His ability is, at the end of the planning phase, you may choose an enemy ship at range 1 to 2. Guess aloud that ship's bearing and speed, then look at its dial. If you are correct, you may rotate your dial to another maneuver. I am very excited about this guy simply because it's another C-3PO-like event. You get to guess what the speed is, and if you're correct, meaning you're a good guesser or you're good at anticipating your enemies, you're able to adjust yourself in case they would put themselves in a very opportune position and put you out of being able to attack them or something. This card is just amazing. I'm very excited to see what ships you guys might want to put him on. Let me know in the comments who you guys are thinking of putting Cassian on. Let me know. Next, we have another dual card. This one is so exciting. This is the proper way to do a dual card because it changes in the game. Alright, so let's go over it. It's called Pivot Wing. This first form is called Attack. It's a U-Wing only, it's a title, and as I said, a dual card, meaning it doesn't have a back because the other side is another ability. Pivot Wing Attack reads, increase your agility value by 1. After you execute a maneuver, you may flip this card. 0 points, it's a free title. Increase your agility value by 1. Like I said, this expansion is very big on adjusting your agility value. The other side is pivot wing landing. This says when you reveal a 0-speed maneuver, you may rotate your ship 180 degrees. After you execute a maneuver, you may flip this card. This is the perfect way to do a dual card, simply because you change after you execute a maneuver. So if you're flying up to an enemy ship and you know that they're going to be right behind you, they're going to do a K-turn, they're going to do a Segnor's loop, what have you, you sit still, you change your wings. After you execute that maneuver, you can flip the card to attack, and your agility value is increased by 1, setting you in the perfect opportunity to attack while staying alive. I am very excited for this. This is going to be a huge game changer. Obviously not on the same level as Conditions, but still, it'll bring back dual cards. Next, we're going to go over the rest of the upgrade cards. We'll start on the cards that we know, and then we'll go over the ones that they didn't give us any information on. First, you guys will recognize Stealth Device. We get 2 copies of this. It's a modification. It allows you to increase your agility value by 1. If you are hit by an attack, discard this card. It's obviously meant to go with the U-Wing because of the Pivot Wing title card, because when it's in attack mode, it gets that additional agility value. So those two together, it goes from a 1 agility value to a 3 agility value. Next, we have Sensor Jammer. Because it can take a systems upgrade, it's able to take this. When defending, you may change one of the attacker's hit results to a focus result. The attacker cannot re-roll the die with the changed results. Simply put, it's a good way to keep yourself from getting hit too many times. And lastly, we have a copy of Flechette Torpedoes. Attack, target lock. Discard this card and spend your target lock to perform this attack. After you perform this attack, the defender receives 1 stress token if its hull value is 4 or lower. I couldn't tell you why they put it in here. It has a torpedo slot? Definitely. Maybe one of the other upgrade cards benefits off of stress tokens, but we'll see. Next, we'll go over the upgrade cards that we don't know a thing about. Firstly, we have one that says Expert. That's all I can read, that's all I can tell. And all that we can read from the text is, when attacking while stressed of your something. So, when performing attacks, when you're stressed, you get to have some sort of benefit. And we have Chirrut on the card, so we get to see more of the Rebels. We have Cassian Andor next. Then we have Bodhi Rook. All we can see of his is Wenyu. So, I have nothing for you guys, I'm sorry. Next we have Baze Malbus. Again, we don't get much from him. We have After You, That, something. Sorry, can't help you guys with that one. Next we have Byston, or Biston, how you guys want to pronounce that, that's up to you. Him we get a little bit more text from. It says, when attacking, alright, you may change hit results. We saw Biston attacking out of a U-Wing in the cinema reel, and we also saw him at Star Wars Celebration, so we know he's a bit more heavy on the attacking side, so this makes sense with his character, and we'll see what he changes hit results into, or what his ability in full is. Lastly, we have Insurrection Rebel. I couldn't tell you. I'm drawing a blank, guys. Let me know in the comments if you know. Their ability simply reads, once per friendly ship may remove. So once per round, a friendly ship may remove a stress, may remove a focus, and I couldn't tell you. Maybe there's a benefit to removing a focus because it switches it with a evade token. I couldn't tell you. We'll see what their ability reads. They are a crew slot, that we can tell. I also want to mention this. We do have a lot of focus tokens coming with this expansion. This obviously comes with Jyn Erso as a crew card, but it could also have to do something with that Rebel upgrade card that we were just discussing. But let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, and that does it for a closer look at the U-Wing. Catch me on Monday and I'll be taking a closer look at the TIE Striker. I am super jacked for this ship. I might actually buy it. I'm not a huge Rebels guy, but I think I might buy it and then discuss it once it comes here, give you a rundown of the expansions, just because this is a very exciting ship, even for me. Again, I love the design of this ship. I'm very excited where Star Wars is going with Rogue One. Just be aware, guys, X-Wing said in their article that they want to have this ship out before the movie is out. So we'll be flying with this thing before we see it on the big screen. So get excited, get jacked, and until then, YouTube, stay cool.